Hello viewers, welcome to the new swing up. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to cut a senator or a kaftan. So stay tuned and watch this video to the end.
Today I'll be showing you guys how to cut a senator shirt. So for that, the melody of the measurement that you are going to cut is actually 40 inches. So the first thing I'm going to show you guys is I'm going to cut out the front facing of the measurement, and the body that you are working with is 40. So for that, we measure 10 inches. So this is 10 inches here, guys. This is 10 inches. So I mark my 10 inches, then I'll add 1.5 inches. Remember, you want to bring out the body. We bring out 1 inches for the sewing allowance, then the other 3 inches. Although mine is not up to 3 inches, but you can just, it depends on the material that is provided. So this is actually you can just do your own 3 inches. Okay, no, we are going to cut it out. Remember, this is actually an ankara, so that is why we are now cutting it this way. So let's cut it, guys. So yes, my table is not big. So this measurement you're also going to use it for the back measurement. This is just the facing. This is just the facing. So guys, you have been able to cut out the front and the back facing. So for that, we are now going to bring out the length of the front of the senator. Remember, the length is actually 31 inches. So we are going to measure 31 inches. So this is my 31 inches, guys. This is where it ends. This is my 31 inches. So you've seen it. This is my 31 inches. Here now that I place my finger, it's my 31 inches. So I'm going to add an extra 3 inches. Remember, this is for the front. I'm going to add an extra 3 inches. So this is the extra 3 inches that I added. So this is actually the 3 inches there. So we are going to pull a straight line here. We'll cut it out with our scissors. That's for the front. So we are now gotten the front of the fabric. So let's place the back side of it. So this is the back side of the fabric. Remember, when placing it, make sure that here is closed while this other end is closed. So this is how, remember, this side is also closed. So this is it. We will now give it. So before that, we give the shoulder slant. We first of all get the length. That's, remember, for the shoulder distance, I do add an extra 3 inches. This is my 3 inches there. So I'm going to also cut that for the shoulder allowance and all that. But you can also make your own 4, but I do my own 3 inches. So for that, this is actually what we have gotten so far, guys. So for that, we are now going to give it our shoulder slant. So for the shoulder slant, remember, it's usually at the edge. I do mark 3.5 inches. Sorry guys, if I'm obstructing with you. So 3.5 inches. So I am not with my rule. So this is the shoulder slant. So you now have to cut it out. Remember, these two now, this one and this one, they are still touching together. See where the allowance is. That's for the shoulder allowance. It's still together. So don't cut them now. Now you will come drag them down. you drag it down so that this two part now will be straight here. While here now, this is actually where the shoulder slant now comes in. Have you seen what I did there? Remember, I dragged it down. This side now is now equal. So for that, the shoulder of the clothes now we're sewing is the shoulder is actually 18. So for the shoulder, what we did here was 18 divided by 2. It will give you 9 inches. 9 plus 9, 18 inches. So this is it. I did 9 inches. 9 inches, then I'll add an extra 1 inch, making a total of 10 inches. Remember, I started at this edge now to here. I added extra. Okay. This is my 9 inches. Then this is the extra 1 inch that I added to it. So for the armhole curve, see what I did there. That's, I will use the shoulder measurement for it. That's, our shoulder is 18 inches, so I'll divide it by 2 and also use that 9. So guys, if I'm starting running, so for that, you now use your hand and curve it. Like this. You can also buy that French curve actually. So if you want to check if you are getting it accurately, you have to, like, this edge now will be touching here. As you are seeing in my own, have you seen it? It's touching there. So we are correct. So I'll now trim it out. Remember, I added 1 to I'll be cutting outside the top so that you can see what I did. So this is actually our armhole. This is our armhole. So for here now, remember, you are still going to trim it when we are done with the sewing. So this is the real measurement now. That is 40. I divided it by, that's for the front and back, then this other same thing. So it's 40 times 4. It will give you, 10 times 4. Sorry guys, to give you 40. So I added an extra 1/2 inch. For this one is the sewing allowance. That's, it also have the weaving. So this other end, that's for the opening. Remember, 2 inches for the folding and all that. So you also, so for this part now, what you'll be measuring is 11 inches. That is a total of 9. That's the 9. The opening will be 9 inches. Then for this one now, it doesn't matter. I do it just for the folding, something like this. So this is where everything lies in. So guys, if I'm straight to review, so now mark something like this. Have you seen the shaping that we gave the senator? So we'll now cut it out. So I'm also coming to the neck aspect. Make sure when you're doing it that it's also equal, because it's very necessary. Cutting outside the chest, guys. So this is what we have gotten so far. We have actually gotten everything that we needed. Is now, let's cut the neck aspect. So for the neck, the front measurement will be making use of 2. Remember, I'm sewing for neck 16. I mark 2 inches. 2 inches. It's 2 inches. Now mark 3 inches. That's for the length. The width is 2 inches, while here is 3 inches. So you now have to like give it that shape. Any shape that you want, sha. Guys, my camera actually stopped. So for the neck, this one is 2. So you're marking 2.5 inches here now. Like this one now, the back now will be bigger than the front with half of an inch. So this one I'll be marking 2.5 inches. So this here now I'll mark 2 inches. That's for the length also. I mark 2 inches here, 2.5 inches, while here 3 inches, 2 inches. So I also give this one a curve. So the next thing I will do is and then cut it out. So I also do the same thing. So guys, we are done with the cutting of our senator. So this is what I've gotten so far. In my next video, I will show you guys this is actually the neck. This is living clear. This is actually the neck. So in the next video, I'm going to show you guys how to cut the sleeve, like the designer sleeve and the designer pocket. So stay tuned and watch my videos. Bye. Remember to click the subscribe button.